and then click into this after.
Yeah. Did you hear us, Liz?
Yep, we're live.
Okay, great.
Alrighty. Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for joining our Wodify webinar today. My name is Liz. I'm the Customer Engagement Coordinator here at Wodify. I'm very excited to have Nick and Sam from Legacy Martial Arts Consulting with me today to help teach you their top tips for boosting revenue and retaining students as we approach the summer months. So a few things to note before I pass it over and get started. If you look on the right side of your screen there, you'll see a polls and questions tab. So for polls, I've thrown a few in there for you to answer. And for questions, please feel free to submit those in the tab throughout the webinar, and Legacy will answer those toward the end in a live Q&A. But with that, I will pass it over and get started.
All right, guys. We can't see you right now, so if you're putting questions in, we're gonna, when we finish, we'll address all the questions and break them down. And please, like, don't be afraid to put as much in there regarding some of the different things we're going over. We're gonna go over this like as in depth as we can, but also like quickly as we can to sort of, because a lot of your questions, can be answered in the end, and we want to make sure we save enough time for that, and we're not just like hammering out like details, maybe things you could have figured out on your own. So we're going to give you the information the best we can, as concisely as we can, and then we're going to address the questions after. Just a bit about myself. My name's Nick Castiglia. I personally have 4 gyms that I own currently, and I have 30 gyms under me in my consulting company, all of which are doing really, really great. I'm a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt. I've been doing martial arts 22 years professionally. So what that means is that that's been my main source of income since I was very, very young. And I'm super excited to work with you guys today, share some knowledge of some things that have worked for me and that I continue to use year after year that keep our gyms, doing very, very well.
Hi, everyone. I'm Sam. I'm the COO and owner, a co-owner of Legacy. I'm a purple belt. I do some jiu-jitsu. And I have coming up on 2 years martial arts business experience. And I have a bachelor's from Carleton University. And I do a lot of the day-to-day for Legacy. So we're very excited to share this information with you today.
All right. Okay, so we're going to get started here. So first, we're going to be talking about income and lead generators. As many of you know, for most gyms, come around June, everything starts to slow down quite a bit, for the schools. So these 2 items are a great thing to focus on, and it's important to it doesn't have to slow down if you understand how to do these things properly. So what is a lead generator? A lead generator is any initiative that we're doing, event or promo, whose primary purpose is to bring in more leads to our school. Okay. Lead generators can also generate income, but that's not the focus. The focus is to get people in the school and to get them signed up. Okay. What is an income generator? An income generator is any event, sale, promotion whose primary focus is generating more income. Some income generators can also bring in leads, but again, that's not their primary purpose. Okay. And the why, so why are we doing these things? Well, we need to always have different lead generators because we need to have different marketing that gets people in, that's speaking to different people to come in and want to try our business. Because if we just keep on hammering the same message over and over again, it just becomes white noise, or people have seen, that commercial before, they've seen that advertisement before. So lead generators also lead to growth in your school. And income generators, we all need income. You need income to survive in your school. And there's only so much income you can get from just having memberships. So you need to have a specific focus throughout the year on different things that generate income. And you're going to be running different things all the time that help you generate income, because it's not any one thing that gets you to your financial goals in your martial arts school, it's actually going to be a culmination of several things, but there is specific things that will help you generate income for your school. And those are some of the things we're going over today. Another thing too is the income generators actually can help with retention too. And we're going to be talking about that as well as we get into the, further into the promos and so on and so forth. Types of lead generators, some different lead generators we've done for our schools. We've done 1 week for $9.99. We've done 2 weeks for $14.99. I remember the first lead generator promo I did for July. I did 1 month for $1. Okay. And the reason I did 1 month for $1 in July, because anybody who has an extensive experience in the summer, is July is typically one of the slowest months. And so we started promoting this towards the end of June, and it just helped drive a lot of people in. Now, we have found a greater success rate with the 1 week for $9.99 and the 2 weeks for $14.99, because that actually helped us qualify the leads that were coming in that they were willing to spend to come in and try. They were willing to spend some money to come in and commit. And, with a great sales process, if you have a great intro to enrollment process, you'll probably find your sign-up rate is around 80% of the people who would do, 1 week for $9.99 or 2 weeks for $14.99, that type of thing. So was a great lead generator. I also did the 1 month for $1. Okay, because that's what we call a Godfather offer. That's an offer just nobody can refuse, and they're going to come in and take advantage of it. Train for the rest of the summer. If anybody who has followed me or followed some of the different things that I do, train for the rest of the year or train for the rest of the summer, is what we call a Godfather offer. In other words, it's an offer where we are generating a ton of leads that are coming in. Our train for the rest of the year special or summer special is, when we were focusing on driving the leads in, we did $149. They basically got 2 months and a free uniform for $149. It's an absolutely amazing deal. Well, if I said to you, hey, if you run a train for the rest of the summer special and you just cover a bit more than your costs on the special, but at the end of it, you're going to have 20 new students on your billing. Like 20 new students at an average of $150 a month, puts us at a billing increase of approximately like $3,000 at the end of it. It's worth it. Okay. It is 100% worth it. And this is a great lead generator that we do. We do it at 2 times of the year. We don't always do it at every school. It depends where the schools are at in terms of their life cycle as well. So referral programs and contests, these are other things that we use to also generate leads, and some other seasonal events, okay, as well as we have Bring a Friend, Parents Night Out, and Father's Day. And we're going to be getting a bit more into this as the slides go on, but we just want to give you some types of lead generators just before we start to do a deep dive into it here. All right, so train for the rest of the summer. I was talking about this. It could be train for the rest of the summer. It could be train for the rest of the year. And what is it? Okay, it's a special. It's an irresistible offer that gets them in the gym, gets them training, gets them excited. I've had 2 gyms absolutely crush it with this. The first one I'm going to talk about it is Athena. Okay, once I explain how it works, and I'm going to let you know how they did it. So say it's $149, train for the rest of the summer, and you get your uniform, okay, for free. Now you might be like, oh my God, like that's a crazy deal. Exactly. And that's exactly what brings them in. And because you guys already run great schools, great programs, great teaching, and the people have come in and done it, well, after 30 days, you give them, a way to sign up. Okay. And this is what I do is I say, hey, if you sign up, before, let's say August 1st for train for the rest of the summer, I'm going to credit you the $149 off of your membership, off of your 12-month agreement. So then it's like they got all that stuff and all that training for free. And of course, they're still excited. They're having a great time because you have a great facility, clean facility. They want to sign up. They want to take advantage of that great offer. And then it converts them. Okay. Now, another school that I coach, one of the ways that they did it, and this is actually the way I've been doing it going forward, is that they just have the people's automatically enroll. Okay. So when they sign up for the train for the rest of the summer deal, they just let them know that at the end of the summer, unless they let us know, they're going to be rolled into just a regular membership. And then their payments start as soon as their train for the rest of the summer deal is over. If they want to cancel, they just got to give us 30 days notice at any given time, and they can cancel. And that's how that overcomes the objection of that. So that is what it is, and that is how it works. Now, that can help you get like an extra 30 or 40 students. Now, the client success story, Absolute BJJ, he was not a client of mine. He actually bought one of my products that I sell on BJJ Fanatics, okay, the Black Friday Crusher course. And Dana is his name. And Dana, he did the training for the rest of the year, and he like doubled his gym size. He only had 40 students, and he signed up like another 30 to 35 students. So he like almost doubled his gym size. And the absolute buzz that happened from him doing this train for the rest of the year, because it was the one that we do later in the year special, just helped his gym and gave him exactly what he needed at that time. Now, I believe Athena signed up 33 or 34 members, and they were the first ones in my program that automatically just enrolled everybody into the biweekly payments, so that in January, because they did this one they launched it in November. In January, they had a huge increase because they had 35 people that just bumped up to their billing in January, and made a massive, massive difference for that school. So train for the rest of the summer. If you were to ask me, Nick, when are you going to launch it? I would launch it, guys, June 1st if I were you, because it's going to take some time and a couple of days, maybe 2 weeks to get really rolling well. And it's still going to be a great offer for people to take advantage of June or even in July. Okay. And that is exactly how I would do that. Again, guys, I can't see you, so I don't know if you're asking questions or not. I won't be able to see until the end, but this is definitely one of the best ones that we do that just helps our gyms absolutely crush it. Parents' night out, okay, for lead generation. This is one that we do absolutely great. It actually is lead generation and income generation. All right. So what is it? It's a parents' night out. So basically, we're marketing to our students that, hey, parents, you get a night off. Dads, do the right thing. Dads, we're here for you. Bring your kids to us. Take your wife out for dinner. Okay. The day before it's Mother's Day, so you guys can have a break. All right. And we're going to get the kids in. We're going to be doing Mother's Day cards. The kids are going to have a Nerf battle, pizza dinner, ice cream, dessert. That's the why. Why are the kids going to do it? That's exactly why they're going to do it. Any parent who reads this, and any child who hears about this in your school, is going to want to be part of this. Okay. And bring a friend for free. So a lot of people, there's a lot of questions about that. Like, well, who is the friend? Can it be their brother? Can it be their sister? My rule when I run this, and I'm running it right now, okay, is they can't train at the school. So the friend cannot train at the school. If they're like, oh, well, it's their younger brother, yeah, they can bring them. They can't train at the school, or they don't train at the school, then they can come. Because what we're trying to do is we're trying to generate more leads from this. And the most recent one I held was Valentine's Day. And we absolutely crushed it in my Barhaven school. I think we had like 20 regular kids, of our kids from our program, and it was more expensive. I think it was like $60, so that generated for us just around $1,200. And then plus we got about a dozen kids that didn't train at our school as well. So not only did my gym make money from it, not only did my students have an amazing time, not only were the parents super grateful for that opportunity. Okay. We also got a ton of leads from it as well. And, that's like a grand slam. Okay. A lot of people look at these things and they're like, oh man, like I don't want to do, a parents' night out or whatnot, but they don't understand the bigger picture of like how it serves so many different things. And think about it, like if you're making like 900 or $1,000 profit for 4 hours, like that's pretty good money and getting leads for your school. Okay. Whereas, if you talk about paid ads, like you're doing paid ads and you're paying to get leads, this way you're actually being paid to get leads and covering retention for your school as well. So parents' night out. Okay. This is the one we got coming up. Referral contest program. We do these frequently throughout the year. Okay. I have had, several gyms really succeed with this. So first we're going to talk about a referral program and Loyalist Martial Arts. I taught Loyalist Martial Arts this. Basically, their referral program is if their students referred somebody and they signed up, they would be given a $50 check in front of the class. They take a picture with them, celebrate them on social media. Okay. And we would say, Tim is awesome. Look at Tim. Thank you, Tim, for helping grow the tribe. Thank you for helping him grow the team. We're grateful for you. And if Tim brought in 5 more people that year, we would give him a free membership. So we would give him $50 every time. Okay. And then on the 5th person within a year's time, we would give him a year free for a year. Okay. And that is what the referral program is. And that is how it works. Now, Tim from Loyalist Martial Arts, Tim Keller, he actually built his women's kickboxing program with this referral program, the exact referral program I just said to you. Okay. But Tim was he was to the letter, followed everything he was supposed to do. Always gave the check, never forgot to give the check, always took the picture, always brought the person to the front of the class, always thanked them in front of everybody, always put that energy back into his tribe and showing gratitude. Okay. He had several people get a free year and he built his women's only kickboxing program to like 130 members just using this format. And I know it's like, oh my God, it's pretty incredible. Doing a referral contest, and we do this several times a year. One of the times we do it is in October, but you could do it in June, you can do it in July. And basically you'd run it for 45 days and you have like a grand prize. Okay. And the grand prize needs to be, like something like, fairly substantial. I think the last one we did $500 cash and a Fitbit too. We've done airfare to Brazil. We've done, what else have we done? We've done 55-inch televisions, and we actually usually launch a referral contest for 45 days for the adult program and for the kids program. There's no wrong way to do it, but you got to make sure the prize gets everybody excited. Okay. Usually for kids, we do like a $200 Nerf package and we put that at the front. We announce it at the end of every class and we tell our students to bring in their friends to try a class for the month. And it's absolutely free. And for each friend they bring in, they get 5 ballots. Okay. They get 5 chances, for the draw to win the amazing prize. And if the friend signs up, we'll give them 10 ballots. So all they got to do is bring people in. That's it. That's all they got to do. We do the rest. They don't even need to sign up. And what that does is helps you create leads. So guys, like you're seeing here, okay, you're seeing several different ways to like generate more people to come in, and you're using different ways at different times because we have to constantly repackage things and use different ways to get our students excited to help us succeed. The referral contest is a great way of doing that. Having a referral program is great. But if you have a referral program, you need to always have it visible to people. You always have to be letting people know. You always have to be celebrating people. You need to be asking the people that come to your gym, how did they hear about you? Or if they were referred by someone, and you need to be documenting that. Okay. Income generators. So now we're going to go more into the income generation types of income generators. We're going to first talk about membership promos. This is probably the most common. You hear people talk about spring special, summer special, student special, back to school special, Black Friday. These are membership promos where the goal is, you could say, yeah, it is to generate leads, but also to generate income. Like we have a spring special going on right now. We're going to take a look at that a little bit later. But it's around like $9.97 or $10.95 or something like that. And it's like 6 months plus a uniform. It's a great way for people to get acquainted with the martial arts. But if I sell 10 of those in a month, or 13 of those in a month, which is actually common of what we do, that's an additional $13,000 that month, which is significant. Parents' night out, like we said, guys, can be to generate income as well, and the thing is like you're going to have several things going at one time, because it's all the drops in the bucket that raise your monthly income. Now, some of you might be listening to this webinar and be like, oh my God, like I'm going to, Nick, you're telling me to do everything at the same time. No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is we're going to have several things working together. And you need to climb your ladder one rung at a time. So if you've never done any of these things, you're going to do one of these things to start. And then, we're going to look at adding something in later. So parents' night out, also great for generating income. I have like 2 parents' night outs that are like absolutely killers every year. The Valentine's Day one and the Halloween one. The Halloween one makes thousands of dollars because every child likes to party in their costume before Halloween. So that's a great one for income. Seminars. Seminars can be lead gen. Like, for instance, say you did a self-defense seminar for women, free women's self-defense seminar. That could be great for lead gen in your community. And seminars as well can also be income generators. One of my clients, Steve Poulin, and also one of my coaches now, he did an Escape from Everywhere seminar. He charged $50. It was a 3-hour seminar, and he absolutely crushed it. He had something like 50 people on the mat, and doing that seminar, he made $2,500. Cost him nothing. And again, that was another way of generating income. A lot of people see seminars and they're like, oh my God, like, you mean I got to bring in a big name? No, that's we would do that for a different reason, but you can run an in-house seminar to help people get better at what they're interested in and make money off of that as well. Types of income generators. Another one is merch launch and package promos. I've been releasing like new, t-shirts, and Mark, my partner, of Mark Holtz Muay Thai, releasing our new Mark Holtz gear and, packaging it together, and people absolutely love that. And we generate a ton of income off of that as well. Okay. All right. Spring summer promo. What is it? So this one, we were doing 6 months of unlimited Muay Thai and Jiu-Jitsu training plus a free uniform. Okay. The free uniform just is the extra bang, okay, of why they want to do it. Like, 6 months, unlimited training, free uniform. Why am I not going to sign up? Okay. So that's what it is. Okay. And how it works. We give them a slightly better offer than if they're signing up on a regular membership. Okay. So for us, I think it's like $9.97 or $10.95. I can't remember off the top of my head here, but like at $9.95, okay, and we have on average like 15 people that take advantage of this every time we run it. That's an extra $15,000 that month. It makes a significant difference in your month end. Now, if say you ran it and you only got 5 people and you only made $5,000 extra dollars, you're still doing absolutely amazing, because that's $5,000 you didn't have originally. Okay. So that's how it works. How it works is it needs to be like, if you notice in the language, 6 months of unlimited training, that's a feature. Free uniform, that's another feature. Okay. So it's like, I'm pulling them in with that. It's a short-term promo. I don't want to be tied in for a contract. I don't want to be tied in for the year. Why am I going to take advantage of this? It's nice weather. I want to get in shape. 6 months. Oh, here's a great way to do it. And I get a free uniform. That's the story that they hear. Oshawa BJJ launches every year. They're May the 4th. Okay. May the 4th for you Star Wars fanatics out there. May the 4th be with you. Okay. They launched their May the 4th special, which is essentially their summer promo. Okay. And they charge, I think, $500. And it runs from May, June, July, August, okay, for $500. So they always get a ton of people that sign up on this, like, and I'm talking like 35, 40 people that get in on that. And then when the people get in, I think the one thing they give them is like a free t-shirt. They don't give very much because they're doing a lower barrier of entry, like a lower cost, but that means that people have to buy their uniform when they come in. But these people are still way ahead of the game and saving a ton of money. And Janine McIver, one of the most amazing clients that I have, in her first year working with Legacy, like signed up 250 students, from opening her gym, and just did absolutely amazing. And this was one of the things that she did, one of the promos that we taught her, and she put her own spin on it and just absolutely crushed it. All right, student appreciation sale. So a lot of times when we run these promos, you have your current student body saying, what about me? Okay. And they're right. It's no good if we're running promos all the time and the new people are getting a better deal than the people who are the most loyal to us. And eventually, to be honest, like what we coach people to do is like we stop running promos eventually, because we get your gym full, and then we have a format, or a formula to which we fill your gym. And then once we fill your gym, then we start to change what we're doing. Okay. And then the new people are signing up at a higher price, and we're not running specials anymore. And the specials that we do run after the gym is full is more based around taking care of our current tribe, the people who have always been with us. Okay. And I had been part of organizations before that would do other sales that would actually, it undermines the current student body, and you don't want to do that, because then people feel cheated, or they feel like they're not taken care of. So the student appreciation sale, what is it? It's a way to take care of your current student body. Okay. And how it works is you offer a longer term membership, 18, 24, 30-month memberships. Okay. And I usually do a discount of 30% off the 18-month, 35% off the 24-month, and 40% off of the 30-month. Okay. And it's pay in full only. And that is how you do that. But there's a caveat. You only sell like 2 of each or 3 of each. But even at 2 or 3 of each, you're going to make anywhere from 15 to 20,000 extra dollars. Okay. And your current student body feels good because they're saving 40% off their membership. They're committed to you. They're committed to you for a long time, and they feel great about that. They're super excited about that. Because they just save, like in some cases, it's like $1,000 or $1,300 that they've saved off their membership. And is really good for families, for families that have like 2 kids that train. If they can save like $1,500 a kid each, they're just like, they're overjoyed and they're so grateful. And their kids are in the martial arts, and their kids are committed to you for the next like 2 years or 2.5 years. So the student appreciation sale, 2 great times to do it. One time is July. You can call it a Christmas in July, or the student appreciation sale, summer sale. Okay. And that is marketed internally, and that's how you get people committed, to the long term. But again, remember what I said, you have to limit those, to like 2 memberships per tier. Okay. Because you just can't sell them all like that, because then you're in a revolving door of, trying to sign up more people and build your billing again. Like, there is a method to the madness. 100% Martial Arts started working with in the last year. They have a super strong culture in their gym, and they had to shut down the sale. They sold out of their spots. I think it was like 3 memberships per tier, and they shut it down. And people are like, no, I want to take advantage of it. And he had to say, no, I'm sorry. He made a ton of money, and he also closed for like 2 weeks in December. So, and he had one of the greatest months he ever had. So, the student appreciation sale is an absolutely amazing way to do that. You can do that in the summer, and you can also do it in the winter. And again, you have to look at where you're at in the life cycle of your school and decide, do I run it once a year? Do I run it twice a year? How do I do that? Okay. Or what is my best course of action? I actually only run it once a year. I only do it once a year, and I've never done it twice a year, but I have seen people run it twice a year as well. All right. And synergy, we're going to talk about synergy of some specials, train for the rest of the summer, can run into your back to school promo. Okay. And you can get those people who have, done the train for the rest of the summer. Back to school promo usually starts August 1st, and then you could roll them right into that, because if they bought one deal, they're going to buy the next one. Okay. And you can give them first crack at that. And all the promos should have limited spaces. Okay. And if you sell them out, you should shut them down. Okay. Because that helps people know that there is exclusivity to what you do and how you do it. If you're just always selling the farm, again, people know that are always going to try and take advantage. Okay. So train for the rest of the summer. Okay. Can run into the back to school promo, and that's the synergy, and that's what's going to lock them in. Okay. Jordan does jujitsu, famous jujitsu YouTuber, client of mine, and all around amazing person. Him and his wife, Jordan and Nikki Pressinger, absolutely amazing. They grew their studio with the back to school promo using this format. They grew their studio by like 55 students in 45 days. He was absolutely blown away at what happened with his back to school promotion. And that is the synergy that comes, with tying some of these things together. Of course, there's more to it than that. There's more details of like training your staff and like setting parameters around it, so people aren't taking advantage of like stacking a deal against another deal and manipulating things. Like, there is more to it than that, but the synergy that you can create is absolutely massive for your school. And then you think about it, if you can do it 2 or 3 times a year, it just keeps your school pumping, not only with income, but with also new students as well. And as we know, we're going to lose students no matter what we do. Students are going to get injured. Students are going to move away. Students are just going to lose interest or decide that it's not for them. So we always have to have a system that is working for us and continuing to bring in leads and bring in income. And Q&A. Before we start the Q&A, visit legacymaconsulting.com. Book your free 30-minute consultation with us. I'd love to meet you. I'd love to talk to you and hear, what are the challenges you're currently facing and what you're trying to do. We're not trying to put you into a cookie cutter format. We're trying to help you build your vision with some of our tools. That's what we're trying to do with Legacy Consulting. All right. We are here.
We have questions.
Questions.
There was a poll too that she did. We'll go to the questions first.
All right. Is a student appreciation sale 30-40% off? Great for members that are on the edge of quitting only. All the savings could be kept for the owner if the clients are satisfied. I'm not sure I understand the question, Alex, but this is what I will say. The student appreciation sale is actually, it's just for your current student body, whoever feels that they're interested in it. I personally, I don't pursue really anybody, because it's usually such a great offer that people are contacting me saying, yes, I'm interested. Yes, I would like to know, more about that. So if I'm not answering your question correctly, if you can, further articulate it in the questions, and I will try and answer it more concisely or more properly.
It's really for your most loyal students that have been with you for a while as a way to reward them for their loyalty and for being great members and just to help them out.
Okay, thoughts on running a member-only offer alongside a non-member offer? Well, that's kind of, this is a great question. Because like a member-only offer is like circulated internally. Okay, so the member-only offer is only ever like focused on the members, and alongside a non-member offer, like the high-level schools that are like functioning, the machines are running all the time. There's always like a non-member offer that's going on. Whether it's like if you went to one of my gym's websites right now, you would see like sign up for a week for $9.99 or sign up for so there's always like a non-member offer that's going on right now. There is seasonal promos that do happen. For instance, like the spring special, we're using that to help convert leads, and we're also using that as external marketing as well. We actually, like if they go to my website, this is what they see. If they see a paid ad, like we're running at a bit higher level than most schools. But to answer your question, like a current, like a offer for the members is usually, for myself, we only offer it like 1 or 2 times a year. In my like most successful location, we only really offer it 1 time a year. But the student appreciation sale that I offer in the fall is overlapping with actually the Black Friday sale at the same time. And, that there's no problem. There's no problem with that. I have not had a problem with that. I'm seeing the question, what's the most unusual or unexpected challenge that you've helped a martial arts school overcome?
So many.
Like that's a loaded question. I don't think we have time to answer all those, but there's some doozies there. Unusual, everything like could be from anything from like bad partnerships, that's one. Something that's really common with martial arts school owners is they don't believe in themselves. I would say that is the most unexpected, but if you think about it, it makes sense because they're, most martial artists just want to help people. They want to help kids. They want to help the community. They want to teach people martial arts. They want to empower people. Like the reason I started martial arts because I was bullied, so I just wanted to help other people not be bullied, And so what I find is that, a lot of the school owners, it's like teaching them to believe in themselves or teaching them their value of what they're giving to people and how much they're going to change people's lives, and that it's okay to charge for that. Like it's a balance between, not like gouging people, okay, and charging fairly for your service. But most martial artists like don't charge enough. They don't charge enough for their service, and a lot of martial artists don't understand too, in terms of mindset, is correcting this, is like the more financially successful you are, the more you can help people. And this is a saying we say in Legacy all the time, where it's like, if you have structure, you can make exceptions. Okay. But we need to have structure first. Okay. And with the structure, then we'll make exceptions. But if we don't have any structure, we're just doing whatever we feel like at any given time. And that's not a formula for success.
You got to give from a place of strength.
Quentin. Yeah, Quentin, how do you determine your gym student capacity and when you should switch focus from getting new people to maximizing current member value? This is an amazing question. Quentin, you're on fire today. You're asking good questions here. Okay. We actually talk about this on Legacy a lot. Because a lot of times when people start the first year, because a lot of gyms, let's face it, they have a hard time at first filling the gym. Yeah. Okay. So the first year we spend filling the gym to its capacity. And then once we got the gym filled to its capacity, of course, there's more details I'm leaving out here. We're looking at the numbers. We're determining what makes the most sense. We're reviewing their sign-up process. We're reviewing their prices. We're reviewing, like, if they have a process, okay.
Their schedule, space.
Yeah, exactly. Their schedule and their space and how everything's working. And then from that, we actually move into the second phase. And the second phase is changing that. Like you're changing your pricing, you're changing your enrollment structure, like you're just changing the way that you do things so that you're maximizing the space. A lot of the things that we talk about are still happening, but there's a lot less sales, there's a lot less promotions, because you have the reputation, people know your school, you're a pillar in the community, everybody's talking about you already. So at that point, we're focusing more on retention and retaining our students. Okay. And then we start to break down, all right, well, how do we create more money from this situation based on where we're at right now? We're full of students. So what are some of the different ways that we can make more money from that? And that is like our stages that we go through in Legacy. First year, fill them up and put in structure and systems. And second year, we start to move more towards that, where it's like, okay, how do we optimize, the amount of money that's coming in, and what are the changes we need to make? Staff training, building the bench, so on and so forth. Okay. So yeah, how do we determine it? Well, it's really unique to each school and the size of the school and what we're working with. Like everybody's story is completely different. And we work with them to try and figure out what is the next best steps for them. So how do we determine it? It's really a case-by-case situation. Size of the school does matter. There is some other external factors we do look at as well. Okay, Liz, can you share any specific marketing channels? Yeah, Facebook and Instagram, they're really hot right now. A lot of success with that. Still getting, the majority of our leads are from there. I think I had 97 leads this month from my headquarters location. And, those were from our Facebook and Instagram marketing. We use both, and with the contact form. And we found those are like the most effective. We also find that video ads, our video ads, music in the background, showing the kids, doing the martial arts if you're marketing to the kids, or like for Muay Thai, we got this fire Muay Thai ad on right now, and it's doing absolutely amazing as well. So our specific marketing channels, we use Facebook and Instagram primarily right now. Still huge amount of success. That tied in with a lead generating website, that I didn't make myself. Don't do that. We're not.
You do that.
Yeah. We help you find experts for your lead generating website, and those three things tied together are going to help you hit home runs every time. What advice do you have for school owners who are just starting out and looking to build a successful business? Yeah, this is a great question. And I think, sharing my story, when I was young and I was with my original teacher, and we thought that, people are going to come in and we're going to train hard with them. Okay. Like put it to them. And they were going to be like, yeah, I'm going to sign up, and people weren't signing up. We couldn't figure it out. And the owner, my mentor at the time, he hired a consultant. Okay. He hired a coach, and the coach taught us how to really build a martial arts business. And I think for martial arts, if we think about it, it's like, how do we all learn martial arts? We hired a teacher. Okay. And then the more we got into martial arts, maybe we did private lessons, we did seminars, we read books, we studied video. But how many of us have hired a teacher even to teach us about how to run a successful martial arts business from somebody else who's done it already? And that's really, really what I recommend, because they take out a lot of the questions for us. Imagine you try to learn martial arts, just from YouTube, and you might get it eventually, you're going to get it through trial, error, a lot of pain. Okay. But having a black belt instructor, in business who can help teach you, the quickest way or the shortest way, okay, or the most efficient way to your goals. Okay. That's definitely what I would recommend.
Quentin has another question.
Quentin on fire today. Quentin, what type of language do you use for the opt-in? I think you mean opt-in membership deals that you mentioned. $1 for 1 month. Yeah. Converting to $149 a month membership. Any common objections that staff should be prepared for? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely.
We teach you how to deal with these.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah. We have a whole, in legacy consulting, we have courses which you guys go through, and then you have a coach that helps guide you through your questions for the courses. And we help you overcome these objections, price objections, and how to work through them. Like you're all, there's always going to be challenges. Like I'm not here telling you guys that like anything that we're going to do, that there's never going to be a challenge and everything's a hole in one every time. Okay. Like it's not like that. There's always challenges with everything that we do. If we think about, even if you think about it now, if you think about all the things that you've done in your school so far, there's always going to be challenges. Well, how do we get better at them? We get better at them by debriefing, going over how to improve it, setting up a process, having structure around it. Okay. That helps you overcome these things. So like common objections, that staff should be prepared for, like the $1 for 1 month. One I did a long time ago, so I don't remember. But what I can tell you is like the $14.99 and $9.99, we're converting people actively on that all of the time. And we have a way to also reframe them. Okay. Like to show that the value we're providing.
And a great intake process, which we also teach you about in legacy. Intake is different than enrollment, but the intake process sets up the enrollment for success. Because if you have a great intake process, people want to sign up. They come into your gym, they're greeted, they have a great experience, they're introduced to the instructor, they're welcomed in class. And so by the time they get to the front desk to sign up, they're ready. So it makes it easy to convert from the $1, the 1 month, whatever, because they're already loving what you have to offer. They're loving your culture, they're loving your school. And that's really how you get them. And we teach you how to do that in legacy as well.
Yeah. The intake process is huge. The intake process is before the enrollment process. And that's like, how do we make sure that the person feels like they want to be a part of what we're doing? How do they feel like they're a part of the team right away? Yeah. And you need to have a process for that. And it's not fake. It's real. It's genuine. We're caring, but it's structured so it can be repeated. Mm-hmm. So, there's objections. There's always going to be objections. You're always going to have somebody who thinks you're too expensive, especially if you're charging for what you're worth. You're always going to have somebody who thinks you're too expensive. And we also teach you how to overcome that as well. That's a great question, Quentin.
We got through all of them.
We got through all of them. Thoughts on a member only. Alex.
We answered that one basically.
Oh, here, Alex had another one here. Would current clients be jealous that new members can benefit from such a good deal during the summer? Yeah, I answered that. That's why I have the student appreciation sale, Alex, because my best deal is always for my current students. And mind you, there's not many memberships I offer for that, but there's not many people that want to pay for 30 months upfront either. Okay. So, if people want to take advantage of that, my current student body, I say the absolute best deal of the year is for them, hands down. So, new question. Thanks for the advice. Y'all are awesome for getting this Quentin put together. You are awesome, Quentin.
Thanks so much.
Yeah, I hope you guys got a lot out of it. If you're interested in learning more from Sam and myself and our group of coaches, you can check out legacymaconsulting.com. You can book a free trial with us.
I'd love to meet you.
And we're super happy to be working with Wodify. Wodify is the bomb. Okay. And thank you guys. Thank you for having us here today and working with you guys.
Yeah, we had some great questions come in. So thank you to everybody who submitted those. But all right, that's all we have today. So thank you so much to Nick and Sam for joining me. And thank you to all of you for attending and asking great questions. As always, you'll get a recording of this webinar sent to your email, and we'll also be posting this on YouTube. So we highly encourage you to use this as a resource in your business And to reiterate, you can book a free 30-minute consultation with Legacy by visiting their website, legacymaconsulting.com. And you'll also receive a link via email that will be sent to you directly after this webinar ends. Other than that, thanks for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you at our next webinar. And thanks again to Nick and Sam. Have a great rest of your Tuesday, everybody. Bye.
Take care.